somebody had mentioned that a divorced man can't be king, and I thought, did they ever hear of King Henry VIII?
This is why we're in this situation.
Hello, welcome back to our channel. My name is Michelle.
And I'm Rachel. Hello, everyone.
Hi, we thought we'd do a very candid video for you today because we had the statement from the 70th anniversary of the Queen's reign, and in it she mentions Camilla being Queen Consort, or her wish to be Queen Consort. So I'm just going to read it here for you now. Just read the Camilla bit. And when in the fullness of time my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you have given me. And it is my sincere wish that when the time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service. So that was a turn up for the books, and I wasn't expecting that at all. What about you, Rach?
No, it really wasn't. I thought it was, going to be just a message about her reign, about her 70 years, maybe thanking the people for the support that she's received over the years. But for her to mention Charles and Camilla, I think goes in good standing of their relationship and what that means as the future of the monarchy. Because as we know, sometimes there isn't a lot of popular opinions about Charles and Camilla, and especially Camilla becoming queen. And it was known years ago when they married in 2005 that Camilla was going to be known when the time came as Princess Consort and not Queen Consort, because there was still a lot of negativity towards them as a couple because of what had transpired with Diana. This just solidifies Her Majesty's wish for Camilla to be known as the Queen Consort.
Yeah,
what did you think?
I thought it was lovely that I came out at this very momentous day. It's the 70th anniversary of the Queen's accession, and it was very important actually for Camilla to have the Queen's blessing, because moving forwards we are going to have a lot of discrepancies about Camilla's role moving forward, and this really cements that within the royal fandom, shall we say, that actually she will be Queen Consort. It was a big step. It was a big step forward for us royal fans actually, because a lot of people will have their doubts about Camilla and whether she should have been Queen Consort. The fact of the matter is, she's married to the future king, and that offers her the standing of Queen Consort, regardless of whether the court of public opinion would like her to be or not.
I think Her Majesty knows that the public isn't behind Charles and Camilla as a couple, especially Camilla becoming Queen Consort. And I think that's part of the reason why she wrote this in her message to the people, because that is her wish. And Charles and Camilla have been married for over 20 years now, and we know that how hard they both work, but in particular Camilla, how many initiatives and patronages that she has. And long may it continue, because the work she does is absolutely fabulous, and it shouldn't be downplayed at all.
For me, I really loved reading the statement from the Queen. I mean, it was so lovely for her to reference the past with her father's passing and her reign, and also the future for Charles. And this was more about him and allowing us to get used to the fact that that will be the future. That's a tough pill to swallow sometimes, actually. We as royal fans, as I say, have had our we've got to grips with Camilla being part of the royal family. I think the wider community, and even maybe some anti-royalists, are completely against Camilla. One being the Diana and Prince Charles divorce. I saw a lot of comments actually on the socials saying that she shouldn't be Queen Consort because that was supposed to be for Diana. Well, Diana and Prince Charles were divorced, so she wouldn't have been Queen Consort even before she died. It makes no sense, that argument for me. It seems a bit redundant.
Yeah, I think Diana, even after the divorce, was still known as the People's Princess, and she was adored by many, loved by many. And I think that's probably why, to begin with, Buckingham Palace said that Camilla would be known as Princess Consort and not Queen, because the public opinion wasn't on their side. But I think over time, and not everyone, because there are Diana fans that still believe if Diana was alive that she would have been queen. But again, that wouldn't have happened. Like you said, in that infamous now Panorama interview, she wanted to be known as Queen of the People's Hearts. That's what she said. So I think this is a welcome gesture from Her Majesty, and I just really hope that the public do get behind Camilla, because she deserves it. She works hard, not that she needs to work hard to be known as queen, because it is her right as the wife of the future king to be known as queen. But
royal rules are very, very simple. They are simple. If you are married to a king, you become the queen consort, regardless of whether potentially she was going to be known as the princess consort. Now we know that the Queen wants her to be Queen Consort, and rightly so. I'm actually very happy about this, because it takes away all ambiguity for people when the Queen does pass as to what will happen with Camilla. We now know what will happen with Camilla, and yeah, I think it's a good day, not only because it's 70 years of Her Majesty's reign, but now we get some clear, concise clarity when it comes to what happens when Charles becomes king.
Also had a statement from the Archbishop of Canterbury. I think that's really important, because as head of the Church of England, which Charles will one day be, it's really important that the church give its blessing in a way. And the Archbishop has actually came out in favour and said, you know, we support Her Majesty's wish for Camilla to be known as Queen Consort.
I also saw on the socials somebody had mentioned that a divorced man can't be king, and I thought, did they ever hear of King Henry VIII?
This is why we're in this situation, by the way.
Exactly.
It all started with Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn.
I think there was a massive discrepancy as to whether Camilla will be Queen Consort because she was a divorcee. However, that's not the case. It is law that a partner of the king becomes the Queen Consort. So yeah, it was kind of a no-brainer. I think what's happened is we've got the royal way of doing things, the royal rules, and the institution and how that's run, and it's very set in stone. And then we've got the court of public opinion to the other side, who are still hung up on Princess Diana and the affair and Prince Charles. But I think we have to just take a step back and think, look at where we are right now. We can't undo the past. My role here isn't to say what they did was right or wrong. Actually, I think Camilla's done an amazing job in the royal family, and I think she does deserve, even though she doesn't need to deserve it, she doesn't need to do anything to get the Queen Consort. She has it by right of marriage. But I think she fits in well with the royal family, and she does an excellent job.
Yeah, exactly. And, as we've said before, she works extremely hard. She has so many patronages that she's a part of, and she's been a real steadfast for Charles in his role. Let's not forget they've been married for over 20 years. Apart from the affair, there has been no other murmurings in the press about Camilla, because what else is there? She's Charles's partner. Mm-hmm. And rightly so, that she should be Queen Consort. Going back to Diana, like you said, she was a very popular person. And some people still hold a grudge with Charles and Camilla of everything that happened. There was 3 of us in this marriage and whatnot. If Diana was taken out of the equation and Charles and Camilla were able to marry, then I think this would be a whole another topic of conversation. I don't think this would even be that big of a deal, but because obviously there is that history and people still hold that grudge as such against Charles and Camilla for what happened with Diana, it's a lot of people don't want her to be known as Queen Consort. They would rather see the monarchy go to William and Catherine. But as we know, that's not going to happen. It is Charles. He is the next in line to the throne. And now, with Camilla at his side, King and Queen Consort. I really think this is the way forward. And I know a lot of people will disagree, but I'm quite happy with the news, to be fair.
Yeah, me too. So let's talk about something I saw on socials today. And it said, why didn't the Queen make Prince Philip King Consort? I mean, come on. I mean, we know, but let the royal community know, Rach. Why is that not a fact?
Well, you can't outrank the Queen. she is the head of the institution, the head of the monarchy. She is the sovereign, and technically a king is higher than a queen. So that is the reason why Prince Philip was never known as King Consort. And exactly the same happened with Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. He was never known as King Consort with her. So it's just the way it goes.
What I've loved, especially today, is the outpouring of affection and love towards the Queen. I love the fact that she signed off the statement with "Your servant Elizabeth." There's so much respect and dignity that comes with that role, and she has been so steadfast throughout the whole of her 70 years, and long may it continue.
Absolutely, I couldn't say it better myself. And I just think, she referenced her 21st birthday speech. She's renewed herself again to her duty and service. She will pass away as Queen. There's no stepping down from that role. That is with her until the day that she dies. And, long live the Queen, really.
Long live the Queen. With that being said, thank you so much for watching today's impromptu video. We thought we'd literally just press record and have a chat about it. That's what we think, but what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Do you think Camilla's going to make a good Queen Consort? Do you think she deserves to be Queen Consort? What do you think of Her Majesty's blessing?
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And we'll be bringing you lots more videos on topics like this. So stay tuned.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.